Hey, how's it going? Josh here from Books by Josh, and this is episode number 86 of the Books by Josh audio immersion. This episode is titled Always Starting Over. Just some info before we start. Totally unscripted, which means straight from the heart. We'll talk. There'll be pauses, ums, maybes, breaks, nervous laughs. Let's go, though. So, we all know the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That basically means life's giving you a curveball. You thought you're going down the street, and that street's closed, you have to make a detour. You have to take a couple steps back and go the other way. It's like when you use GPS and it tells you which way to go, you get lost and you can't walk down the same block because look weird. So you walk down the over block and walk back. So always starting over. In life, we have a career path. We decide to do it. Then things happen. You get hit by a washing machine, everything in the works. So at this point in time, I'm thinking to myself, like, what's the point of always starting over? Like you're doing good every year, you're getting better at whatever you're doing. Then it's like, nope, you know what? This isn't for you. And you have to start a new industry. It's like my current job. Hey, I've been there, what, 4 years, essentially in a month or two. And I don't see myself lasting there much longer because the industry's changed. It's not the same company I started with. Sure, I've been making more and more money every year. Decent money, can't complain, but it's not the same. And I can get a job doing the same thing for another company, but I don't want to do it. So it leads me into starting over. So what do I do? Am I going to take the L and just start over? L means the loss. So here we are. And you just sit there. You can't sleep at night, stress, just thinking the next steps. I have anything happens, I have reserves and all of that, so I'm fine with that. But it's like, what industry do I want to do? Do I create more? I haven't created. We know I wrote my first random post on booksbyjosh.com for the first time in literally 2 years and 3 months. It's just like you sit here, you live with depression, anxiety, whatever, and to actually sit down and create is hard. Being a creative is hard. So I can talk all day. I do that every day. But to put it on paper, to record it, it's a different piece. To put up, to be criticized for the way I sound, the way I talk, my topics, I haven't gotten bad comments, but you're your own worst enemy because you're going to be your biggest critic as well because you do something and you're like, wait, it's not the best. It could be better. Why do I suck at this? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I hate hearing my own voice. And that's the problem because I'm creating with my voice for the most part. And like I said, do I continue to do this more frequent, put more effort into this? It generates some income, but it's not nearly as much as my regular 9 to 5, even though I don't work 9 to 5, but my regular job. Heck, even when I get from investments, from dividends or from capital gains or high interest savings, turns out to be more. So it's like, what avenue do I explore? And to be honest, I don't know. Like, I just recently upgraded my gear so I can create more because my other laptop, my 2018 MacBook Pro, right now, 3 minutes into a recording, you just hear the fans just whirl up. Sure, I could change the thermal paste, but that laptop runs hot. So heck. So it's like, upgrade that. I have a whole new flow to try edit this audio. I know it's not perfect editing, but it's better than if you go back 30 episodes, you'll see there was no editing. Sounds were different. I've upgraded the microphone. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm just not putting anything out because I'm scared. What if people don't like it? But now that I'm faced with, hey, you're about to have to start over again because the company I work for, I think they're going a whole different direction. They look like they're trying to get rid of half of the staff. It's a whole thing with that. Sure, I can make it another maybe half a year, but I have to prepare because the writing's on the wall, you know? Sure, I can go project management. I have a Google certificate for that. I can do cybersecurity, but it's like none of that makes me happy. And at the end of the day, you want to be happy. I don't know what happiness is at this point in time, but you want to be happy, you know? So that's the whole thing. So you want to start over and you're in the same predicament as me. What would I say to you? Honestly, follow your heart if you have the funds to stay afloat for a while. If you could pay your bills and you can earn some income doing what you love, I would say try that out. If you want to travel, do that if you can, once again, stay afloat. You don't want to blow through all your reserves, and unemployment is only for 6 months and it's not that much money. So you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Kenny Rogers. But it's true in life too. You have to know when the situation is good and know when to walk away. Because not everything lasts forever. Except taxes. You always have to pay those. But that's basically, like I said, this is from the heart. Me just talk about real life stuff. And it's like the tech with Josh with the K. It's about tech stuff. I'm launching another podcast, Mango with Josh. That real crap load Mango Man. This philosophy, money, books, and just me venting, honestly. That's what this podcast was always about. Because I can motivate you. I can show you guys how to sell, how to do this, that, and the third. But I like to be genuine too. Because you're not honestly going to hear this from most people, the real dark side. They talk about the mental health, the situation, you know? I'm transparent to a certain extent. I can't tell you guys where I live, phone number, stuff like that, but you get what I mean. And if you made it this far, thank you for listening. And like I said, Tech with Josh, new episode dropped. Manga with Josh. I don't know if that's the name fully yet, but I might put Manga and Manwa. But you know, I'll keep you posted. Take care and see you guys in the next one.